Hello, I'm Matt Hosdecki, and this is the Flex 5, where we take 5 minutes to put a spotlight on different industries to give you, the viewer, some helpful tips. Today we have Nick Linkenhoker, Executive Director with the Worthington Resource Pantry. Nick has been with Worthington for 5 years. Nick, thank you for joining us. Appreciate your time today.
Thanks so much for having me, Matt. Good to talk to you.
Of course. So, Nick, unfortunately, you're in an industry and an organization that is really kind of been put to the forefront and, unfortunately, a spotlight during the pandemic. So, how has the pandemic affected your organization? What's changed?
So March 14th of 2020, we switched all of our operations to outdoor services. So our volunteers are outside distributing food to people in their cars. We saw last year an increase of over 200%. The number of families we were serving, and that hit almost immediately. We anticipated that maybe as things cleared up in the summer, that number would go down, but it really hasn't. It's stayed really stable. That increase has been consistent all year.
So, Nick, are you seeing more first-time recipients?
We are. So last year we served 115% more new families than we served in 2019. What we thought maybe that would be kind of limited to those first few months of the pandemic, but just like our service numbers, it really hasn't. New families have been coming to us at an increased rate ever since this whole thing started, and so. We anticipate that those new families are gonna stick with us, and while it's unfortunate that there is so much need in the community, we're in some instances glad that people have taken the opportunity, that they realize that they have a need and are willing to come and shop with us. We're here for those families who need the support, and we don't want families to wait until they're kind of at their last resort to come shop with us. We want families to reach out to us kind of at the beginning of their need. We have the food available, and we want to get it out in our community. It doesn't serve any good if it's sitting on our shelves or in our refrigerators. Let's get it out to the people who need it.
Right. No, that's an excellent message to kind of get out to the community. So with that being said, have you seen the donations go up to match the need?
Yeah. So we've been very lucky. We have a community here in north central Ohio that really supports us in a really strong way, and so our donations have with the increase in visibility on the news and on TV that food insecurity has had over the last year, those donations have increased. People have been supporting us, but the need's not going away. And we're planning to expand our operations to serve more people, and we rely on continuing funds to be able to do that. So we're going to keep asking people for their support, and we've just been so lucky that the community's been out to help us out.
So I'm going to combine our last two questions because they're similar. What is one thing that you get asked for the most that people can donate? Obviously, you need food, but is there any non-perishable items that you're like, man, these people really need some of this other stuff? And then how can the public help? Obviously, it's donations, but is there anything else?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll answer that first one to start with. The one thing that we get asked for more than anything is diapers. I was just before we got on this call, I was reading an article in the New York Times about the need for diapers and baby care items. Diapers, wipes, especially those larger sizes, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s. We will always take diapers, wipes, baby care items. The other ways that people can get involved is to volunteer with us or volunteer with their neighborhood food pantry. We there are 4 folks on staff here. We have 1 in AmeriCorps Vista, and we have to serve 300 to 400 families every week through the pantry, and we could not do that without the dedicated support of our volunteers. We always need more folks. So if you're somebody who maybe has been you've been stuck at home for the last year and you're looking for something to do, you're looking to get some engagement, come out to the food pantry. We will certainly put you to work. Um, and we have a great time with our volunteers. Right now we're doing our basketball tournament brackets with all of us. We've got some prizes for folks. We want this to be a fun experience as much as it is a heartwarming experience.
Unfortunately, that does wrap up our Flex 5 here, Nick. Thank you very much for your time and kind of sharing some of that and getting the word out to the community, because there's such a great need right now. We certainly appreciate that. If anybody would like more information on how to help, you can always contact Nick in the Worthington Resource Pantry at 614-985-1766 or www.worthingtonresourcepantry.org. This has been Matt Hostacki with the Flex 5 and Flex IP Solutions. Thank you very much.